With the game still being really fresh and people eager to learn more about the mechanics of the game and how everything fits together, I will help you guys become a way better defender and keep your team in the lead. You win games by staying stable and conceding less goals than the opponent's team. If your strikers can only score 1 goal, it's your duty as a defender to keep that 0 up. Of course, the keeper is a really important factor in this as well, and I will make a deeper dive into the mechanics of the keeper in a later video and also some training routines you can use. We have one of the best goalkeepers in our team in Loudon, and I will make sure to ask him what he thinks and how he performs in the keeper position. Now let's get back to defending, my bread and butter, my creme la creme, the position that I like to play the most. Not only can I decide how stable the team is, I have a perfect overview of the field. That's why the defensive position is one of the most important positions in this game. You have the tools, you have the ability and the oversight to change the dynamic of the game. You see way more of the field than the forwards do, and you could even have more insight towards the team and have a better leader position by playing in these defensive positions. That being said, in today's video we're gonna analyze my plays that I've had in the tournament that I've won with my team. I'm gonna analyze a few of my moves and I will talk you guys through my thought process and why I did the things that I did and how I went about these things. Because you have to remember, we played against some top tier players in this tournament and won by a large margin. We slapped Cobra FC, one of the highest rated teams right now in the Federation, with a top striker in Starby. I don't agree with how he scores his goals, but I mean, yeah, he has the number. And then of course, Vexis, 2-time tournament winner as well. We slapped up his team 4-0 as well. These weren't any slouches, and we took control of these games. And I hope you understand that I am trying to convey some high-level defensive maneuvers and some high-level defensive tactics and thoughts here. This is not just some free play, quick play matches. These are high-level insights that I'm trying to give to you guys. These insights are good enough for you to stop one of the top players, top teams in Rematch right now. And if you're interested in where the club is heading and the journey that we're on, be sure to click the link in the description below. It will bring you to our Discord channel. You can apply as a fan and even get a ticket if you want to be part of the team. We're going to be participating into events, tournaments, leagues that these players and these teams are also participating in. So don't miss out on anything the first 5 related. Join the Discord now, be part of the family, be part of the club. And I hope I can give you a better insight in not only just mechanics in defense, because defense is more about your positioning, reading the play, understanding when to move forward, when to stay back. Every move you do as a defender has to be with intent. If you're out of position just a few seconds, that could be drastic for the team. So I hope you will enjoy the analyzation. Please give a like and subscribe if you want more content like this, where I give a deeper dive into my mindset, my reading and positioning in the game. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it.
Let's go, let's go. Yes! We're the fucking champions!
So right off the bat already, I'm just gonna go all out here, is keep a good eye on my movement here when I start the game. So I move the game, I start the game, and I'm already analyzing the field immediately. That's the first thing I do. I analyze the field, I analyze the movement of the players, and I already see things happening in just the first few seconds. We see a hog of players right here on the right side of the field, and we see a lot of space opening up here to the left. So what do? I keep moving right because I see space is opening up on the left here. I am drawing a lot of attention right here. I see this though. I am aware of this space. You can see me watching the space already. I see I'm creating space, so I keep driving the ball right. Here it comes. I create space for Division to move into. Now, he didn't utilize this as much because this was literally the first tournament game. We still had to get into our flow, but understand this, that because I'm doing this, I allow the rest of the team to gain positions, to gain room. Division could utilize all of this space and make a huge play for the team. The smart move here for me to do is pass it to Division and let Division play up the field, and I drop back a little and watch the defense line again. So you watch me pass here and I'm immediately analyzing the defense. I see he's being pressured, so I try to support him by running into space here and distracting the 2 players over here. I give Division more time to think about his next move. I can't control what he does, I can only support him in that. So if he were to move up the field here, I would have stayed back more. But because he didn't, so I give him the pass here. I look at the play, I stay a little bit, you know what, I stay central, but I see him move back. And I see this guy, he's not pressuring Division at all. Like, look, he's kind of scared right here. So that's why I know that there is zero risk of me, you know, keeping these guys at bay. And Division has all the time in the world to analyze what's happening in the box. So I see this, I immediately move into space here. These guys will probably panic because they see me move and will not pressure Division here. Division makes, you know, a good call. I mean, Dan turns into Jesus. But, I mean, that could have been a goal already there. So that's just the start of the game already. And why I move with intent all the time. Yeah, you have a Division? And you score that, Choco. Put it back, put it back. Notice my position again. Notice how I was in front of Division here. I was in an attacking position, and in a moment of mere seconds, wow. I look at the map. I'm constantly analyzing the map as well. We switch positions here immediately. Division is now the forward, and I am analyzing the back, keeping the back stable. I allow Division to make these plays because, of course, he relies on me, but I keep the defense solid. Right now, my position is on the right because this player right here isn't a threat yet. I am still lower than this player. He is the first attacker, so he is the most dangerous. Understand this. The most dangerous player on the enemy team is always the most forward player. The most forward player and the most towards the middle. So he is the most dangerous. I am still lower than him. That meaning that I can track back and intercept his run if he were to get the ball. But I am Isaki and I am positioning myself in the most lucky and likely position to receive a ball in this current play. And you score that, Choco. So that's, look, and that allows me to do this right here. There we go. I am supporting Choco immediately. I'm immediately ready to get this ball and to do something with it. Notice Division. Division notices that I am on the ball in an attack position and a good teammate, a good left back understands. I mean, this is, of course, it's a formation that I have, of course, taught the team. But it's important to... You will never be able to play this game. You will never be able to play your position at the fullest extent if you don't have a team that understands you in just a little bit of way. You know, if I can't be doing this at my fullest extent, if Division maybe would have been in the box. He can, though. He could have been in the box here because there's no one attacking us and I can hold the line. So he could have been there in this scenario, okay? But he allows me to be comfortable with my moves here. Look, I have so many options. I can cross the ball in like I do here, but I could have also passed it back to him if necessary. It wasn't necessary though because they didn't put pressure on us here. But I'm just saying, all of this right here is with intent. I am reading the play. This guy is not dangerous yet in this scenario. But right here, this moment right here, I would have changed immediately if this player, for example, was getting really close to the ball before Choco and Division wouldn't track back because Division is already tracking back on him as well. So it's all about positioning. It's all about supporting the team. And being in the right position at the right time. It didn't work there. So I immediately reset to the middle because I see Division pressuring one. There's no one here yet. But this ball might become a cross and I can intercept this. Look, so there we go. Everyone is pressuring well. I immediately switch back to the right. Why? I have a guy over there to the right, but I also have this guy in the middle. I have Division holding 3. Why am I here though? If the keeper decides to do a long ball, I have enough time to move from this position towards number 4. I have enough time for that, but I also have enough time to move to the right to support maybe Choco and intercept the ball that goes to the right here to this player. Not anymore now, of course, but if he were to push forward, I would have. Right now, we just have a simple reset. You see Choco marking the right, Dan marking 2, you have Division marking the front left guy. This is just basic 101. Mark your player. They're not doing anything special here. They're not trying to break us apart. We're just not giving the keeper any options. Now, I always want to have one forward pressuring the keeper. That didn't happen in this game, but I did call out that eventually in this match, like, hey, some forwards always pressure the keeper, because that allows me to intercept passes. Because look, here's a scenario. Choco goes to pressure the keeper. I'm holding this guy. Keeper thinks guy on the right is open, but he isn't, because I am aware of the passing lane that's there. I'm aware that that passing opportunity is there. So the moment I see him pass and turn the ball like even slightly to the right, I immediately go for that, because I know I can reach it. I know what to do to intercept a pass like that. It doesn't happen now, but it will happen eventually in this game. But there we go. So Dan pressures the keeper. I want this because the vision on his left should know this passing lane and should go and intercept this. For now, if it didn't happen, but this is what we want. We don't want the keeper. You would never want the keeper to get free reign on the play. You never want the keeper to have free reign on play. You always need one forward pressuring the keeper. It doesn't matter that he gets this pass in, because now this passing lane is done. The only option after this is passing back, and Dan can focus on pressuring two here. So Dan has to pressure this, of course. We have two guys in the middle, but it's a 2v2 scenario. I mean, you could argue the vision should also pressure this guy, but because Dan is already pressuring him and we're in a dangerous scenario here, it's okay. I would say though that Choco, he's backtracking here, which is fine. It's fine, but it's not ideal, because now I don't have a passing opportunity when I clear this ball, if it were to be a cross, which it isn't. So look, Choco, but it was a learning process, of course. But I analyzed this and I never try to hog up on one position, because right here, watch the map. We're hogged up right here, which is okay for now because we're defending this. But that's, in an ideal scenario, you don't want to be hogged up like this. So I immediately sprint towards the wide side of the map, because I don't want to be hogged up on the same position as the team. You want to give the keeper chances to pass, always. Yeah, that's why you should always mark the keeper. You see, you can't. I'm already, yeah, I'm talking in game as well. There we go. So let's go back here a second. Yeah, that's why you should always mark the keeper. So you might think, Fluffy, why in God's name and earth are you positioning yourself on this position right here? There is no player here. Exactly. I am covering this whole space right here. I am covering this whole space. If I was not here, the enemies, the opponents would have space to play in, but they don't, right? We have the other players, you know, they're already trying to triangle this guy, trying to limit his options, right? Now, the vision got a little bit distracted here. He's a little bit distracted watching 2. 4, however, you know, gets released from the vision. I already noticed this. I'm already in a good position to fall back on mistakes like this, and that's why this happened. Look at my reaction. Look how ready I am for this. I'm analyzing the whole play here. Look at my reaction. Look, I immediately go for that. Because why? I am covering this whole section down here. Even though my position is over here, the position, why do I decide this position? Is because it gives me an overview of the play and it gives me room to play in, because my team needs this side covered. If I were to be too much to the right, for example, and covering maybe like a flank attack, I would not be able to make this intercept. I wouldn't. If the number 2 player decides to do a high cross to the other side of the field, that's a slower ball. I would still have the time to move from my middle position to the right. So again, positioning is like almost, it's 90% of the game. Especially as a defender, because if you're not in the positions, you can't do stuff like this. But I am analyzing this whole play. I am covering this whole section here. I know everyone is there. I need to cover this. I react immediately. I intercept this pass, and we are immediately on the counter. Look at my team. They're immediately making the run. The vision is supporting me right here, but he knows this guy is behind me. He knows that I have to fall back if Fluffy gets tackled here. I make the pass here to Dan. This is all just, I mean, it all happens in milliseconds. I could have passed to Choco as well, but the reason why I passed to Dan in this scenario is because I saw he was breaking through from the number 2, and he could or shoot or pass to Choco here. So that's why. The control was a little bit but I mean, we still try to make the best of it. I see space over here, that's why the pass is a little bit wonky, but it's okay. Choco has all the room to play with this. I am being marked though, but this was my thought process and look at the room that I create here for division. I see this guy marking me, right? Like, look at this guy marking me. He completely forgets about division. So I run a little bit backwards because I know that if I run back, I am not only defending the play, I allow division. I send a message to my left back, hey, you can be the attacking defender in this scenario that we've created, right? And Choco, it doesn't look like it, but look at the passing lane. Look at the room that Choco has to make this pass. These guys are completely focused on Choco because he's dangerous, right? And 5 notices that, oh, he's going for it. That's a smart move, right? But look at the passing lane that Choco has. Look at this passing lane that he has. Look at the room to just pass to division because I pull this guy back. And he kind of knows, right? He kind of, oh, maybe, you know, I'm being, you know, I've been set a trap by Fluffy. And that's the thing that people don't realize about me as a defender, and then they only notice it when they play against me and maybe also a little bit when they play with me. Is my positioning is always with intent. I am constantly analyzing not only my team, but I'm constantly analyzing the flow of play, and I'm using Isaki's luck basically to always position myself in the best scenario that I could be in to maybe score a goal or maybe intercept a ball or stop an attack.
In the box, in the box.
That was almost a goal. I give division the power to do this. Look how far back I am. Why would I be this far back? Again, it is to analyze the play. It is to overwatch the moves. Like if somebody would make a run to the left, I can easily go there. You know, I still need to manage my stamina after all. The goalkeeper is most likely gonna go for a short pass anyway. I don't have to be there yet. But if he would go for a long ball, I have it covered. So what I'm doing right here is I am denying a long ball from the keeper. I'm denying it. And I see it immediately. I see, okay, I need to support this location here. There we go. My stamina's recovered. Because I didn't just hug these guys and use all my no, my stamina's recovered. I'm fresh now for this action.
One striker holds it.
I'm holding the middle guy. The vision is kind of in no man's land right now, but it's all good because the pressure is good. The only option the keeper has is going to the right or left, of course, because the vision, you know, he's playing it safe, which is okay. This is nothing bad, all right? Dan is doing good pressure. The passing lane to 2 is okay. We are fine by getting by 2 getting this pass because they're still like in their half. Now Choco kind of makes a move that confused me at first, but that's all right. That's the formation that we use as the forwards have a free flow position, especially the mid attacker has a really free flow position. That leaves me as a defender, you know, to of course read my teammates and to make sure I'm holding these 2 guys right here. My position is exactly good. This is a perfect position. I can intercept any pass because the time the ball needs to travel to these guys, I mean, I have enough time to intercept the pass if it were to happen. I'm also just I'm conservative with my stamina. These guys are sprinting and moving, and I'm just concerned. I'm just, you know, making sure I have the most amount of stamina to make a play here. Now number 4 is forcing me to run back. He is forcing me. I have to mark this guy. He is number 1 dangerous. Now division should have maybe marked this guy because we have danger to the right, probably also trying to cover the space here. Choco also in the middle, but he notices right away that, oh, this guy is kind of open. He's not marking him, but he is indirectly making this passing lane a little bit more difficult. I noticed this though. You see me letting this guy go because I notice on the map, I will show this again. I notice on the map right away that whoa. This is getting dangerous. I can't tight mark this guy because the passing lane to the right is open. You see my position? Right here. I also see the vision on the left, so that's why I allow this. I allow this guy to go here because the vision is there, but this passing lane also needs to be covered.
Hold the middle.
Yeah, you see me look? There we go. And the vision already caught up to that, and he is marking this guy, basically. You see my position? I am still perfectly positioned in between the 2 defenders. You will always see me do this. I will position myself in the best position possible to intercept a pass or a ball. Dan is pressuring him. Choco is kind of making a mistake here. So Choco should not be here. He shouldn't be here. He should be in space to my right. And this was a problem in the beginning. So this again was our first match. But I taught him this. I said like, Choco, you have to trust the defense. Only track back if there's like 3 guys, like we are right now, 2v2, and then pressuring the feeder. That's perfect. That's what we want. We need a striker up front to pass to, so we can counter and punish them for doing this to us. Which I couldn't do here. Kind of fucks it up a little. There we go. Division does what he's supposed to do. He was marking the guy that got the pass. You see me running into as well, you know, just to provide backup, of course. But there we go. You see this? Shoko should have been right there. That should have been Shoko's position. He could have received that ball and we were on the counter and we could have scored. So there we go. You see, that could have been a 2v1 right there. So as a defender, your position is so important. The only person that could see this is you. You see this happening, and you, as a team captain, possibly could, of course, communicate this with your team, which I did, and we've gotten better, and of course, get more goals because of it. There we go. That's why we always say, hey, good. Again, our positioning right here is a little bit unorthodox because Shoko is marking this guy, but he didn't know yet that I'm actually marking both these guys. Division could actually, he could pressure him because Shoko is here. If Shoko would tight mark this guy, I could tight mark 4 and Division should push up onto 2 right here. But I don't think he does. I got the middle guy as well. There we go. So right here, I'm communicating to Division. I got the middle guy as well because I see Shoko is holding him. I think I tell Division to pressure 2 on this moment. Oh, I got the middle guy as well. I didn't tell him, yeah, I didn't tell him explicitly, but Division could have pressured 2 a little bit sooner here because you can't do more than this, guys. I'm just telling you right now. I can't kill number 4, okay? The only thing I can do is mark him. Marking him with 2 guys, I think is excessive. I think as a defender, you need, I think one, like holding him, it should be enough. Like, there isn't much more you can do, of course. Headers right now are 50-50 sometimes. So, I mean, there's not more you can do, really. I'm just marking this guy. Division pressures him, luckily, and we deny the cross, and we are back in possession.
No, look around, Dan is free.
I get the ball, and I do my thing. I always use push ball to push into space. I look in front of me, I see so much space. I'm not concerned with the guy behind me because I use push ball. I'm not concerned. I see Dan making a run there. He has the room. Maybe I could have patched to Division, but again, we haven't made a goal yet and we're kind of getting desperate here. So you don't have to force long balls, but if the option is there, there we go. If the option is there, like look at this, it's a good chance, okay? So if the option is there, you can go for it. Don't spam it though.
One mark the keep.
There we go. You can hear me say one mark the keep because always one person needs to mark the keep. Don't give them free play. Don't give them free play. Look, he passes to 2. We can work with this. Division notices this. There is no threat here. I am marking 4. We got Shoko marking the 2 guys on the right. We can pressure this guy. It's all good. Now, kind of got scared here, but you can hear me say in game, Division, you can pressure 2. I am marking this guy. We don't need 2 guys marking him. We don't.
You can pressure him.
There we go, you can pressure him. There we go, a little bit too late, the pressure, but it's still good. The pressure is still good because look, he kind of panicked. I immediately read this because I'm ready for this. I move to it. I could have passed to the keeper, of course, but I saw Division there, and Division, I know Division likes this right here. He makes a good play there, but I could have actually easily passed to the keeper as well, right? I'm not perfect.
Middle.
Oh, for you. Middle.
And look at the attention that Division got because of this pass. I immediately run into space.
Middle.
Choco's already, you know, in the middle as well, in great space, but I support this attack.
Middle.
Oh, for you.
Look at the attention Division is getting just because of that pass and because of that move. This is a perfect counter opportunity. I'm positioning myself in a defensive spot, but I'm still in a supportive defensive position. And I'm always behind these guys. I will never position myself in front of these guys because I know Division is in an attack form right now. I would be a stupid defender if my position would be more forward than the most forward guy on their team, because then I can't defend. He's gonna be past me. I always position myself into space to support the team, but also back enough so I can intercept their run if necessary. Look, I could have received a pass here and I could have supported the team, but we're, you know, trying to move fast here. Again, I am positioned perfectly here. I can stop this attack and the vision can run to the left here if necessary.
You got that, Choco. You got that. You got that.
Choco's pressuring as well.
I got this.
Perfect. There we go. I am positioned for this. I know. I should not be pressuring 4 here because look, Choco is going for him. If I would pressure 4 right here and right now, this would happen.
You got that. You got that.
And I would be here. 5 has momentum. He would get the ball and we would be getting countered. But I am ready for this. I'm not double pressing here because that would be stupid of me. I am ready for this and I get rewarded for this. I got this. I immediately get attention. I see Choco making the run to space. I give the pass to space.
And then you cross it.
I mean, this is just, I mean, perfect execution right here, perfect reading. That's why positioning is so important, and that's why I stand where I am. Again, same routine. Look at the space here, guys. I mean, what more do you want me to say? Like, it's perfect. We can just, I can cross it in. It was a perfect cross to Choco, but he didn't react to it because he was wide stancing. Wide stancing is bugged right now when it comes to receiving balls and even maybe crossing sometimes. I could have passed it to the vision. We could have played with these guys, is what I'm saying, because they're in completely disarray. Because my positioning is throwing them off so much. Because they know who I am. They went into this knowing that, okay, we should, you know, be careful for Fluffy. They know this, but they can't do anything about it because I am not one person. I am my full team. I use my full team. I play off of my team. I don't play, the team doesn't play off of me. And I know that. I play off of the team. And that's why you can't counter me. Is because my playstyle is quite dynamic in that sense. Again, look, same thing here. I support the team, but we're not in danger. That's why I am allowed to do this. I'm allowed to do this. They're allowing us to play like this. Look, you see me walking back here. Very important detail.
Division.
I'm walking back to not only give the vision a passing opportunity, but also I see him getting pressured here. If I would move forward here, I mean, I would be 10 IQ. But because I have football IQ, I'm not even thinking about this, okay? This is reflex. I see him getting pressured. I move into space to give him a passing opportunity if he feels pressured. Or if he loses the ball, I can immediately stall the attack. Now, he you know, he's a dribbler, so of course he wins the dribble here. But look at the attention again. All the attention right there. And look at me. You don't know this, but I am involved in this play. You see me running up a little bit. You see me running left already because I see the play going left. I again give Dan an opportunity to, you know, it's a difficult pass now, but I try to support Dan in this move here.
Oh yeah, I lost it.
Division, you have that division.
Why am I here and not on the right side? Well, everyone is playing left, and if the ball were to go right, I mean, we would pick them up like 100%. That's why I'm here. Loose balls are unpredictable, but you have to calculate your chances. If I would be positioned here, the loose balls that happen in this area, you know, there might not be a chance of us collecting. That's why I'm here. If a loose ball would shoot up in the air to the right, I am the first person to make it there. That's why this is my. That's why I was positioned on that location.
They are flooding. They're flooding their box. We need to do water shots.
There, I'm already analyzing their play and I'm already seeing what's working, what's not working. So I'm trying to switch up the strategy and go for a long shot, which we do score, I think, in this game. Maybe not this game, but the game after maybe, but it doesn't matter. There we go. All right, let's analyze this play here. So you can already see me. Look at my movement. Look at my movement. I immediately start moving right already because the play is shifting right. I keep shifting right. I keep shifting right. I'm covering this area. Now, Division maybe doesn't trust me here, but this is a good position overall because he can move into space here if these guys move up, but he can also move left. But that allows me to push up to the right here because there's a passing lane, passing opportunity. It happens. I go for the pressure immediately. Why? Well, the only danger is to the left side of the map. We got Danray, we got Division there. It's only one guy for now. All the rest of the enemies are in the box. There is almost no danger of me pressuring here, and I should pressure. I should not allow them to play. Why should I allow them to play? There's no danger here. So I go for the pressure immediately. Okay, I don't think he outplays me here, but I do stall. I stall the attack, which gives our midfielders, our defense, chance to actually reset. Look at me. I'm not going for it. I'm not gonna get myself outplayed out of position. I stay marked on 4. We got 2 guys over there. There's no danger. We have a defender in the back, and we have the keeper as well. There's no danger here. Look, he doesn't know what to do. Choco is maybe covering the keeper, which is maybe not the stupidest idea, but I think Choco could have pressured 5, and we could have pressured them and then gone for a goal here.
Go, Choco, go get him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying Choco, go get him, because now, look, this play right here escalated not in our favor, because Choco should have pressured 5 here. Like, I don't care, the passing lane to the keeper, let them pass to the keeper, because then we can slowly push up and get them out of possession eventually. But now we allow them to move up the field, and this makes it dangerous. Because right here, you see, the guy goes right, the guy goes left. This can confuse defenders.
Get him. He's not gonna pass like...
But I'm not gonna follow him, obviously. I'm sticking to my right side, because I got a new guy hugging me. And the vision... I mean, I don't know what he's thinking right now, but he's probably positioning himself here so he can react to a long ball if it happens. There we go. And of course the long ball happens. I mean, there's space to the left. But you see the vision? He has the same kind of reaction that I have. He positions himself in the middle because he played football before. He has football IQ. He knows that there is space here, but I'm covering that space. Look.
Division, you're on that.
He's the first guy there. Why? Because he has football IQ. He covered the whole space here as a defender, and he knows that if a long ball comes, I have enough time to run there. If he would be positioned here and a long ball would come to the middle, he would not be able to reach that. He wouldn't be able to, because the ball would be first over here and the run of number 4 would be there. So again, analyze the vision's position here. Super smart, super high level IQ play here. He knows a long ball coming from the right side has more travel time, so I have time to react to it and get to the ball. But if I would be marking left side right now and he would pass the ball into the middle, the opponents would get to the ball quicker. High IQ move here. Super high football IQ move.
Free division, you don't have to do it, you don't have to...
Again, I move into space here, I give him passing opportunities, but of course Division is a dribbler, he dribbles. I think he eventually, decides to give it to me. Again, look why passing is so important. All these guys, look at their heads, they're all looking at me. They're all looking at me. And I use push ball a lot, and push ball actually, you know, gets a lot of attention because I think you're going to release the ball. I pass the Division, he has so much space to play in. I again support Division, but I'm not stupid, okay? Because Division is looking forward. I am supporting Division, but I'm always a little bit behind the first attacker of the opponents. Always! Just in case.
Pass around Division.
Division could have chopped here and passed to me, and I would have free reign here. He doesn't, of course, because he has vision of the box. He has space to play with. There we go. He had the room to make this cross. This isn't a bad decision. I'm just saying, look at the options that I am trying to present to the team here. There's always options, and I'm always in a position to defend, but also support the team. This is only possible because we in the team have designated positions, yes? The game has free flow, so it might happen that I end up on the left sometimes, but most of the time I will be on the right/middle to support. I am not stupid, okay? I'm not hugging the right side of the field. No, I'm coming into the middle because of course I need to be here. The play is happening over here. I don't have to be here. Why would I be there? I would be outside of the playing area. I would not be contributing anything. So again, it's more complex than that. You need a little bit of football IQ. You need to understand the flow of play. You need to understand what's the best position that I have. And this is something I can't explain other than just watch my play and watch that I watch the space I move into, watch how I position myself and how I am envisioning the play. I could have gotten a pass here, I could have shot that goal, I could have passed it into the box. Division could even run into the box and everyone would be in the box. That's a strategy we have, by the way. And it wouldn't be dangerous because I am here. I am here. Everyone could just run back because everyone is in the box, you understand? So I can just stall the first attacker. No problems there. That's a strategy. So, I am always analyzing this, and I'm very cautious when I move in the attack, but I know that if I am the attacking defender, I know that Division does the same thing that I'm doing right here. He will be the anchor, he will position himself in a good position to support and to stop a counterattack. That could have been a goal right there, by the way. That was very close. This was a great play. Again, this is the most important phase. Is when they have possession again, you analyze how they spread out. Now, for now, they're using a box style formation, which is it's good and bad at the same time. 2 right here moves to the right of the keeper, which is smart, you know, gives a passing opportunity and an opportunity to play. Division marking the guy 4 over here, which in all honesty he should, but he also shouldn't, because I am marking 4 and 3 for now. Division could mark 2, but we're playing it safe, so he's marking 4. But because he's marking 4, I have no one to mark right now. So what do? I see Choco marking 5 and 3. I see Division marking 4. 2 is open and should probably get the pass, but I am still in a great position. I'm still this whole area. I am not allowing these guys right here to move into space. If I was not here, if I was not positioned here, Division and Choco would have a very difficult time holding these guys, because they would be moving into space over here and the keeper would definitely give the ball and they would actually win it. So even though they're marking them, I am still I am making their marking stronger because I position myself in between the two and I cover the passing lane.
Left.
Of course he passes to 2, that's just smart, you know, everything is locked down. And Dan is doing the smart thing, he's not giving an easy pass from the keeper, he immediately goes pressure the feeders. Which he should. There we go, don't give 2 an easy like pass, give him some pressure to work with. Now this is kind of difficult for me, I see Division going all out and marking the left, which is good, but I see Choco here. Choco shouldn't be here, and I talk to him like, Choco, you should be marking the guy over there in the front. I have number 3, I'm right here.
Middle.
You know what I mean? Choco is an attacker, he's not a defender, he's a free flow attacker, which I communicate with him. This makes this situation a little bit more hairy again, but it's not bad, of course, you know, defense is defense, you know, it increases our chances, of course, so whatever, but it does limit my opportunities to counter.
On the left, I mean.
But there we go, that's what I mean. That's perfect. This is Fluffy strategy 101. Front guy pressures keeper. Keeper has to make a decision, probably does make the easy pass, goes for the easy pass. Forward stops pressuring keeper, goes pressure the feeder right away. Because why is this so super good? Is because the feeder can't pass back to the keeper because you are already behind him. You're behind the guy that's going up the field, so he can't just turn around and pass back to the keeper, or if he does, it's going to be super risky. You are also pressuring this guy into passing. He has to pass, number 2 has to pass. The smart thing to do here is of course pass back to 5, but the pressure, it makes it too difficult. And I mean, of course, Choco should have been pushed up more on the field, and he would have done that if 2 would have passed to 5. Choco would move more up on the field.
No, he went left.
Dan does an amazing pressure. I'm here because look at Choco, this whole action here. And why I tell Choco to stay up. He was useless this whole, like, I mean, useless is a bad word, but he is no use to us right here. Look, he's just walking around. He's not actually involved into play. And this is not bad to Choco, because Choco, like, he did super well in the tournament, by the way. Like, he listened to my inputs, to my analyze, because I analyzed all of this. So I told him immediately this match and the match after. I told him he is not participating in the play. He isn't. He's not participating right now. And this is maybe nice to know for people that are watching, that are sometimes playing in a midfield position or a forward position. Don't hog up on your defenders. Allow your defenders to mark the guys. If there would be a third guy, okay, you can track back, but there isn't. We have these 2 guys over here. Dan should be pressuring and Choco should be looking to intercept passing lanes or maybe walk into space over here. Because I'm collecting this ball right here. Look at Choco, he's kind of like awkward, you know, because he has not been participating in this whole play that we just did. He was just there, but he wasn't participating. And that's what I mean when I talk about in my tutorials, you need to understand your positioning, because I can't pass it to Choco here. Like, this is super awkward. So that's what I mean when I talk about you have to know your positioning and be participating in the play. Understand your function in the play that's happening. This is all football IQ, guys. I can't give you any game knowledge. I can give you any mechanics. This is all football IQ. This is all football tactics. This is all real life stuff that you understand by playing football in real life and watching football and deep diving into football tactics. I mean, that's all I can give you. It's all understanding and having the vision and the knowledge, the game knowledge. Like, you have to look at positions and you always have to point out the player that's not participating in this event right here. If I would structure like a football board and I would put up like a scenario, you should always be able to point out the player that's not participating in that scenario and explain why he's not participating. And once you do that a few times, you see it all the time, every time. So yeah, you can hear me say it, by the way. I was like, right here, I'm on the ball.
Go on, make a run, make a run.
Make a run, because yeah, I mean, yeah, we have to, you know, be into space. I could have passed to Choco here, but it wasn't. But, you know, other opportunities open up. You see me immediately run into space. I get this ball, I immediately run into space because I need my team to have time to move in position, and I move away from this guy. I'm not gonna go one-on-one. I'm a fucking defender. I'm not gonna go one-on-one with this guy. No, I'm not doing that, okay? Not yet anyway. I do it when I know I'm just way superior. But I'm just looking for passing opportunities. I'm giving my team the chance to move into position. Division, perfect. Number 4, sleeping on the job. I give it to Division. Look how much room he has to play with. Haha. Creme la creme.
Division.
And of course, Division, he likes to dribble because he is a forward. He's not a defender. I think it's a little bit too risky, but it gets us into nice opportunities here. When I give him the ball here, he should push ball it forward immediately. But yeah, it's just his instinct, you know. He likes to get attention and then leave them in the dust, which helps really good here. You know, he does it really well. And that could have been a chance.
Back.
And again, we're back to the drawing board, guys. It's just, again, it's the same routines over and over. Position yourself into space to support your team, but don't be in a position where you could be outplayed. If I would be positioned right here, I could be outplayed by this guy that's further away and maybe potentially 4. I am always analyzing. If I have 3 guys in attack, I will always be positioned perfectly to be able to be backtracking all the way if it comes to it. Always.
Nice.
There we go. We're back into this. I see Dan. He's asking for a ball. Like, we scored a goal, I think. Almost the same way. Right now, the defender got to it first. You know, it was a perfect setup. Like, that could have been a goal right there.
Again, Division, go.
I'm saying to Division to go pressure here because I see Dan. He's already going there. There we go. That's why I screamed to Division pressure. So I could have pressured here and Division could have maybe like moved back a little bit to the left, but he's closer to it. So I say pressure because I got it. I am right here. I can analyze the play and I can do something about it. If I were to pressure here as well, that would be dangerous. Stop it. Get some help. Don't do it. That's all the advice I can actually really give, is you have to analyze the play. Like, I can't give you a set amount of rules and say you should do this, this and this, because football is dynamic, especially in this game. Every scenario is different, but all I can say is you have to understand your role in the given scenario. What's my role in this scenario right here? Easy. Choco and Dan are up the front. I'm not up front. Division, he is normally a defensive player in our formation, but he's right now in the midfield pressuring the midfield attack. My position in this moment and scenario right now is to make sure 2 is covered, because if the pass succeeds, I can run to the left of the field. Division could easily follow 5 and 4 here, and we would just be in a defensive stance where I would hold the left side of the field, Division would hold the middle, and Choco might be pressuring the feeders. So we're not in any danger right now. But I then intercepts it, and we reset again.
My bad, bro.
There we go. I am positioned perfectly to cover this space.
I got this.
I immediately let my...
Cross.
There we go. I immediately let my team know that I got this, you know, and they trust me. They're not sweating, they're not pressuring number 3. No. They all know. Division, that's why communication is also super important, by the way. That's also a key factor. Don't forget. Always communicate like clearly what you're gonna do and who's gonna go to the ball, because what you don't want to do, and that happened like once or twice in the tournament, is where we make a small mistake where we don't have enough time to react and we like move together to the ball, and that gets you in a very dangerous position. You can see we almost did not give these guys a chance, but there's one moment in this game where we hog onto the ball together. That's the one moment where we got in danger. That's an amazing cross, by the way, and I got this opportunity to pass to my teammates because of the confidence and the positioning. Again, the positioning is key, guys.
Nice try. Keep the defense solid. Pressure the keeper.
There again, keeper should have been pressured there, but it's all good. I mean, we're all stressed out. It's our first game. It's all good. Division, holding the left attack. I'm again positioning myself here so I can react to the play. I don't have to be here. Why would I be here? I shouldn't be here. I can intercept passing lanes from this position. I can react to the flow of play. There we go. That's why I'm waiting right now. I'm waiting because I don't have to be here.
Front man, that's good, Choco.
Choco got a really good intercept there. And we got a goal. Hey, outplays the guy. The perfect cross, then finishes.
Alright, we keep pinging them around the box like that. Come on.
Like, we are in total control of this game, by the way, guys.
Relax now, relax.
Again, the reset, this reset, it's drilled in, right? Like, I'm going right back, Division going left back, Dan up the front, Choco, dynamic midfield attacker. That's our formation. Now, Division right now is exposing the left side of the field, and that this is a huge mistake of Division. But listen to what I say, like immediately when this happens.
Just slowly get in your position, left side Division, you're keeping that thing exposed.
Immediately. The thing didn't even happen. That's how I'm analyzing this. That's how aware I am. I am constantly aware of the game and of what's happening. Division overextended just a little bit, right? But that little bit of overextension gave these guys the opportunity to pass into space. He would not have done this pass if Division would be a little bit more to the left. This guy would probably have passed it to 5 maybe, or maybe push up the field a little bit, because look, he had the chance to push up the field because no one is pressuring him. The reason why he does this shot and Division, I mean, I'm already past Division. You know why? Because I read it and I'm already moving, and I told Division, go back to the left, and that's when he reacted. So a little mistake here. We're all human, we're not perfect, but that's why this play happened.
Keeping that thing exposed.
But he still got there, luckily. 1, because the pass wasn't perfect of the enemy, and 2, because Division got back in time. But look, we were covering it, but this exposes the right side, so this could have been a goal against us. But Choco, smart enough to see that he should be marking this guy because he sees I'm out of position. These are the moments that's why the midfield flowing player is the most difficult position to play, because you have to slot in the defense if you see that the defenders are out of position, and you should always stay in the attack/midfield if you see the defense is in position. So you always have to be analyzing the defensive play and play off of that. But this could have gone bad, but again, we got there in the end, and we kind of stalled it here. And we got out of it good this time, but could have been bad otherwise, you know. It was a small mistake, but again, my positioning and my awareness made it so that we kind of stalled it and even maybe stopped it, you know, because I reacted to it immediately when I saw that, oh, there is a hole in our defense. So let this be a lesson to you defenders. Don't always hug the guy. Marking someone does not mean you're defending well. You have to defend the space in which they can play. You don't have to necessarily mark the guy. You only mark the guy when you know it's one guy up front and you know the pass is gonna come, you know, you have to defend an aerial. Then you mark the guy tightly. But when it's still open play and they're still thinking, like, and you have the chance to run into space when it's a high ball, then of course you can watch the space and be a little bit more, you know, lenient. You don't have to hug the guy. Right here is just a good counter. A little bit of a hard pass, but it's all good. Ghosty with the football IQ. And I immediately run into space. Like, I see this happen. I see him. I immediately turn into space here. And I give Ghosty the option for Division or for me.
Don't hold on to it, yeah.
4 could have marked me. And then Ghosty could have moved up the field. So didn't matter here. Like we were winning this scenario here always. Of course we were getting a little bit more stressful because oh god we have 1 goal and only 50 seconds left. But Dan makes an amazing call here. So this actually worked out really well. I move into space. I get the ball from Ghosty. I mean, Danray, he calls it out. He says, come on. I mean, Choco also asked for the ball, but I saw Danray ask for the ball. And I mean, this cross is... I mean, what? Well, I mean, you have to... I mean, as a defender, I mean, if you wanna... If you want me to give you one tip as a defender, make sure you're good at crosses. Do my routines, make sure you understand the bending and the velocity, the trajectory of the ball, the amount of force, the amount of bend. Like, this is not easy, guys. Look at this pass. I am aiming here. I'm putting this amount of power on it, this amount of bend on it, in the top right a little bit. Like, this is not easy. And I do it instantly. I do it in a split second. He asks for the ball and I immediately know how I have to put it. To me, boom. This guy is already tackling to the left because this ball goes kind of like this. That's how crazy this cross is. Number 3, marking Dan. You see that? You see that right there? I'll let it play for you one more time.
Don't hold on to it, yeah.
Watch the defender. Watch him mark Dan and then go left. Look how much space Dan has. Goal. Do you understand why that is? This cross is perfect. I put a bend on it. The ball looks like it's going left. It bends all the way to the right. Look at that bend. Perfect in Dan's movement. He's there. He's moving that way. Look at the defender. Just he doesn't know what happened. Perfect free shot for Dan. Beautiful finish from Dan. So let this be. This is like all I can say is watch the space. Watch for passing opportunities. Watch. I mean, be confident.
Fucking call.
Look at this cross. Oh my god. Oh, so beautiful. You have to be mechanically solid in your defensive position. Your passes are so important, but also your awareness. Your awareness of reading the play, your positioning, so important. Again, you see them pressuring there. I'm not following them. Like, what the hell? Let the kids play in the kiddie pool, right? Like, I'm watching area over here.
The right middle.
Division kind of coming back, but he could actually just go into the attack here. Because this is a little bit of panic from the attackers. I'm not even gonna lie. But
No, don't do stuff like that to the keeper. That's dangerous.
yeah, right now we are completely out of position. Completely out of position. Like Danray, normally Division should be there, but he's, of course, Division is smart enough to kind of read this. Division knows I will have to mark this guy, and Division is already positioning himself ready for a cross, and he's watching this space right here.
This guy, I got this guy here. Dan, go back.
Other side,
Back with that ball. No.
There's no way he wins after.
So right here I'm covering this space. I'm not allowing him to get a pass because he could have given this guy a pass, but he didn't. You know why? Because he was not confident enough that he could give a good pass. And if he would have done it, I would have been on him immediately. But he goes for the backboard, but Division is holding the backboard, so it's all good. Division is holding that. There we go, he knows.
Keeper, man. We can stall it.
We were a little bit in panic here because, I mean, everyone was just not in position. And we were like doing these crazy balls when we shouldn't be doing crazy balls in 20 seconds left, 2-0 up.
That's good.
But that was a good pass. Then just about didn't get there. Now I'm left back because Division was on the right? So we keep that structure. I'm not just gonna go right because I mean, I'm a right back. No. The game is dynamic. Understand your function in the current play. And in the current play, Division was right side, and he keeps the right side because we cannot switch now. If we would switch now, that would be stupid. Because look, he has to mark this guy, and he has to watch the space on the right. I have to mark this guy and watch the space on the left.
Division, I'm holding left.
There we go. This is what I mean, okay? You have to understand the dynamics of play. There we go. I got this intercept because me and Division in the back, we understand each other. We watch the minimap. Again, use your minimap. If you're not using the minimap, you're never gonna get past bronze or maybe past gold. Understand the position of your teammates. Understand that, oh, I shouldn't be on the right side here. because the vision is there.
Listen to me. Just take it.
So I support him. I immediately move to the left here into space. I support the team. I'm covering this guy and this guy, but I see the vision coming up, so I'm marking 3. Like, it's just like perfect. And I already communicate this with the vision as well. There, got the intercept. Beautiful intercept. Could have had a... Yeah, could have had 3-0 there.
No, stay there, stay there. Support the team.
There we go. I'm already calling out, you know, support team this and that. There we go. Easy victory. I mean, easy. I mean, it looked easy, but it was just, we played very well here. Despite it being the first game of the tournament. So let this be a wake-up call that the defense in this game, being a defender, is the hardest position to play because you need the most amount of football IQ. Passing is super difficult in this game. You need to be pinpoint accurate, you need your technique to be on point, you need your movement on point, you need room to actually make the pass. So you need to be able to have the skills to get into the position, get into space, and have the room to make your plays. Defense in this game, the defenders and midfielders, but most importantly the defenders in this game, you have to be a smart guy, you have to understand football, you have to understand football IQ, logic, covering space, watching passing lanes, you have to understand all the dynamic, and you have to be constantly aware of your teammates' positioning. Constantly. Don't hog up together on one guy. You don't have the luxury for that, especially not in the defense. You don't have the luxury for that. You have to trust your team, trust their instincts, trust the process. For now, that's all the analyzing and advice that I can give you guys as a defensive player, as a right back defensive player. But it all comes down to training, understanding football, understanding positioning, and analyzing not only your own plays, but analyzing my gameplay, analyzing players that you think are good players, analyze their play and understand that everything that they do, their positioning, it's all with intent. Always a reason why is the player on that particular position on the field. Why? Good players are always involved in the game. Always. Every second of the match, a good player is involved in play. That's why you can tell, you can immediately tell a good player from a bad player, is that bad players will exclude themselves out of play without knowing. They don't even know that they're doing it because they're so unaware of it. And that sounds funny, right? It sounds like, huh? Exclude. It's the only explanation I have. A good defender, especially 2 good defenders, can make any team tick eventually. Of course, with a few games you can get the flow going. You give them the confidence to play their football. You as a defender, trust me, you have so many responsibilities. Responsibilities to be in the right position at the right time, the right place. You also have to analyze the enemy. You have to analyze your own team. You have to be clear with your info that you give, clear and concise with the communication that you bring to the team. You have to always move with intent, so your team can read your movement and understand what you're trying to do. If I'm trying to hold the left guy, I don't have to be swerving left, right, left, right, left, right, making my right back guess, you know? I don't need to be there. I don't need to do that. Understand this, analyze your own gameplay, and ask yourself the question, am I involved in this particular set of play, in this action that's happening right here? Am I involved? If the question is no, start understanding why you're not involved in that set of play. It doesn't mean that you not receive the ball, that you're not involved, right? Like I just tried to explain to you guys. You're positioning, you're giving room to your teammates to play. You're holding passing opportunities. You're holding space. These are all involvements into play. You are providing a passing opportunity for your team. These are all things that make you be involved in the play. Always be involved. Always move with intent. Always cover the space that it has to be covered. Always move into space that you have to move in. Cover passing lanes that no one is covering. Mark guys that need to be marked that are not marked. Don't hog onto teammates. Trust your teammates. Communicate clearly what you're gonna do. Like right here, I move into the attack and pressure the guy up front, but I let the vision know, hey, I am moving up because I see that the play allows for it. I flow with the play. The play, doesn't dictate. The play kind of dictates me, but I let it dictate me. I let it steer me in the right direction but I flow with it. I don't force it. I don't fight it. I flow with it. And I think a really good defender understands this. And only by flowing with the stream and not trying to fight it upwards, don't fight the stream upwards, go with the stream, guide yourself along the stream, and find yourself eventually reaching the oasis that you're trying to reach. I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive analysis into my thinking, into my philosophy, into how I go about things, how I look about it. People were really asking for this, and I know this is maybe like a niche kind of video, but I want to give you guys, the people that really appreciate these analyses, I want to give you guys what you deserve and what you want. I think this is some great information for the people that want to improve and the people that care about the game, care about football, and understand that there's always room for improvement. I am 100% sure that this information will definitely help you. And if you take the time to listen to what I say and then put it into practice with your own games, record your games, analyze your games, understand, am I involved in play? Yes or no? If not, what could I have done to be involved into play? What could I have done better? What can I do to motivate my team to be more involved into play? And how can I mold my team into a winning team and not into a losing team? This was Fluffy. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy the analysis, if you enjoy the high level plays and the high level talk and speak I'm doing to you guys. I hope we can continue the trend. I hope we can continue to keep moving and pushing forward. I will be providing quality rematch content for you guys. The place to be for quality rematch content is right here on my channel, and I will keep providing this for you guys as long as the support is there. So always like, subscribe, share the videos, spread positive word of mouth, and you guys will allow me to keep making this content and get you guys alongside with me on this amazing journey that we're on right now. Have a good one, guys. See you in the next one, and stay hungry for more rematch.